Well, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero back at it again, disappointing the Dragon Ball games community. They keep trying to fool the community with this game. Dragon Ball Genki Damatsuri over the weekend, they announced their pathetic little DLC pack for Sparking Zero, and then they even added the cherry on top that immediately after the event, they were going to update the game. And you can imagine the Sparking Zero Blazers, they resurrected. They came out of whatever ether, whatever cracks in the crevices that they could find. They came out to say that this was gonna be the resurrection of Sparking Zero. This was gonna be the redemption, that they were going to redeem Sparking Zero with this patch, with this update, right? And what was that big redemption arc that they were gonna have for Sparking Zero? All right, Mission 100, right? And I sat back, you know, I was waiting for the clips, I was waiting for the streams. I was just sitting back in the cup because I knew what was going to happen with all this. And surely enough, you had the people, the top Blazers coming out saying that they were going to play all the missions on stream. They were saying that this was going to be the redemption arc of Sparking Zero. And then came the day of the actual update. Came the streams of this actual Mission 100 update, and people began engaging with this redemption arc content. What did Mission 100 do but end up just being an auxiliary custom battle mode where the devs just basically went in and played matchmaker. They just put you against the CPU and that was it. Oh boy, people said the community was eating good, and all I could think of watching the community react to this content is that one little anime meme where the person in Tokyo Ghoul is trying to eat the burger and they immediately spit it up. That's what happens. That's what continues to happen with everything related to Sparking Zero, but especially this. Like that first hour, people went in, I started watching streams. Oh boy, yeah guys, this is it guys. This is the redemption of Sparking Zero. They get on Mission 100, they play it, you know, the first couple of minutes, they try to act like this is like the hypest content ever. And you watch the realization wash over them as they realize this is just something they could have done in versus battle. Oh wow, thanks devs, you picked the CPUs for me, and here we go. Mission 100. It's just custom battle. It's just custom battle. Oh boy. Same ass stages, same lame cinematic techniques that don't change the game. No actual credible updates to said combat system. Same garbage gameplay. I'm just sitting back in the cut watch. I'm like, this is it? Well, what y'all do? Weren't you doing this in custom battle? Like, what is this? Then this is what you were waiting for? The opportunity to fight the CPU? And this is your redemption arc? Oh boy, but watching the reaction, like the greater reaction on Twitter, X, on YouTube, on Reddit, watching people turn on this update, oh boy. Even the big YouTube Blazers just spat this right back up. They were ready. They were getting crunk up to say Sparking Zero, rah, 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 Sparking Zero, rah, rah, rah. And bro, it's watching that get turned absolutely the F around immediately. And the game went right back to being dead. You don't see anyone really glazing it. You see those same, like, just like addicted Sparking Zero glazers that no matter what happens, they're just gonna stay clinched to the nutsack of Sparking Zero. Oh, they're staying there, but all the other people that were acting like they were gonna come back, it ain't happening. They immediately put this game right back the F down. Like this game, I just don't get what they don't understand. The devs don't understand. It's nothing you can do. Single player mode, I don't care what the community tells you. Single player modes are not gonna save the game. The combat system is what is trash. The super attacks all being cinematic is what's trash. This is why I've never gotten about Sparking Zero. Why have they not learned from the other Dragon Ball Arena fighters and they went right back to a primitive cinematic only experience? It's other things. Content is not, characters are not gonna save this. Putting out this in the game is not gonna save it. People have a problem with the gameplay and they refuse to address it. It's simplistic ass game. So they gave you another mode, like what was that other mode they had? Legendary battles or something, where they take the CPU and they soup up the stats or whatever, but it's just basically spam gameplay. That's all Mission 100 is, just on a greater mass. Like, oh wow, you can face this CPU, has a ton of health or damage reduction or whatever, and you have to spam it. So you're basically pushing people to be spammers. They're gonna take that gameplay and take that psychology right on your trash online. Bro, like, no, bro. This game is pathetic. It is pathetic. It is a profound failure amongst Dragon Ball games. Like, this will not, like, for the people that are actually just sitting up thinking that character DLC is gonna save this game. But hey, I'm gonna be waiting in the cut to see what happens with that, because I already know what's gonna happen. Like, all those characters that are not tippy top broken characters, they're gonna send the trash. We already know. I'm waiting to watch the community roast that, but just watching people sit here and roast Mission 100. And then you get people on Reddit, right? You get people who are upset on Reddit. Man, I'm tired of these big YouTubers. They're complaining. Why is everyone complaining about Mission 100? Maybe because it's trash. Like, I knew the concept alone was not gonna save the game. Like, a single player mode. Like, that's the kind of stuff that you might get credit for on release, which is still trash. But I mean, at least had they had it on release, like, people couldn't have said that it was missing. But when you make a DLC about it, or an update or a patch, and you try to act like this is actual additional content, it's like you don't get credit for a CPU campaign mode. That's not what we doing. That's not what we doing. Like, it just hurts me. It hurts me that Sparking Zero is so bad. There's another Dragon Ball game. Like, I put that game lower than Dragon Ball The Breakers. In like one of these Dragon Ball games, the rare times where I do not interact with a Dragon Ball game. I hold Xenoverse 2 as a top game. Dragon Ball Fighters, even though, you know, I think Dragon Ball needs to be arena fighters, you know, I'll interact and play with Dragon Ball Fighters. But oh boy, I will not touch Dragon Ball The Breakers. It will never touch my system. I will never let Sparking Zero touch my console system. I will never buy it, ever. And every time I see an update like this, I see a fumble like this with Sparking Zero, I just feel vindicated in the fact that I decided not to interact with this game at all. It's fun to come out and just destroy it with content like this, but just watching the community destroy the game, it's exquisite. It's like a delicacy. Just getting the basking, just getting to draw energy from watching the community destroy Sparking Zero. Mission 100. This was your big comeback. This was your big comeback. Not giving people the cut content that you decide to take out of the game so that you can later pretend like you're adding, that you've been working in the background and you've added all this content and you're finally giving your community a chance to pay for what they should have already had in their base game. Oh, no. Your big play was Mission 100. And you are a big sucker if you thought that this was gonna save Sparking Zero. So guys, Flawless Federation, you might beat the game and nobody wants to beat Sparking Zero. It is dead, it is lower than 6 feet deep, but nobody whoever beats the end game of all games, perfection and natural selection, Lord Paragon. Hit that subscribe button, enable all notifications, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.